and 68% of the ball. Just the 32% for Man United, just the one shot for them, 3 shots for Arsenal, and we've just had the 1 shot on target. It's hardly been a thriller in the early proceedings of it so far. It's Rice to Calafiori. Calafiori will step forward, does give it to Leandro Trossard. There's a back pass towards Declan Rice, just about gets there. Gabriel to Trossard, potential opportunity for Trossard, gets his shot away, but that is a good far distance away from challenging Onana, but it was a wonderful touch by the Belgian winger, just shifted it quickly onto his right foot. He was able to just smash it towards goal, but it's a good 5 yards away from troubling Andre Onana. Just going to be a kick forward by the Cameroonian goalkeeper. Trossard tries to bring it down, Lindelof meets it, and Matthias de Ligt with the ball. We'll go back to Andre Onana. Onana with a forward ball. Diego Dalot will just flick it forward. It's Gabriel who's able to bring it down. Plays a forward ball to Thomas Partey. Shifted out to his right side where William Saliba is. It's Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard to Declan Rice. Even Nwaneri on this right side, level with the 18-yard box. Nwaneri to Ødegaard. Gabriel just tries to dink it forward, but it's well defended again by Manchester United, who at the moment are really resolute and solid. Sat back in the shape, but not really posing a threat on the counter either. Xerxes will play it back to Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes will move it to the 19-year-old defender, Lenny Yoro. Comes out to this left wing-back, Diego Dalot. Bruno Fernandes will now step forward. 1-2 with Christian Eriksen. Fernandes just tried to chop it back inside for Xerxes, but is unable to find a man in red, and now Arsenal will look to hit the counter-attack. It's Mikel Merino running away with the ball. He's going to turn back and give it to Leandro Trossard. Gives it to Ødegaard. Timber. Ødegaard will dink it forward towards Trossard. Good opportunity there, but Trossard was just unable to bring it down. And the ball will be clutched to the chest of Andre Onana as he quickly released it out towards Alejandro Garnacho on this right side of midfield for Manchester United. Not sure you get the best of Garnacho by playing him on the right side, but there's not many options in the Manchester United team. So many injuries at the moment. Key one probably being Amad Diallo, who's out with an ankle injury for the rest of the season. He'd been the best player under Ruben Amorim. Probably only one of a couple or few that have stood out during Amorim's spell. Amad Diallo, and I'd say the captain Bruno Fernandes as well. And that's a heavy pass and a poor pass by Victor Lindelof, which was read well by Declan Rice. It's Mikel Merino comes forward, gives it to Ødegaard. Martin Ødegaard on the edge of the box, gets a shot away, but it's blocked off by the Danish midfielder. Comes back into Mikel Merino. He's got players for support. He'll give it to Yuri Timber. Declan Rice, inside ball to Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard showing good feet inside the box, turns back, gives it to Rice. Rice with a delivery in, headed away by Lindelof. In his first start of the Premier League season. Diego Dalot does knock it off Trossard. It'll be a throw for Manchester United. Amorim did have no good injury news to share in his pre-game press conference on Friday. He considered that both Harry Maguire and Emmanuel Ugarte were unlikely to be back in time for this game. That's 2 of 11 absentees for Man United. They're also missing Amad Diallo with an ankle injury. Lissandro Martinez is out with a knee injury. Kobbie Mainoo is out with a calf problem. Johnny Evans has got a back issue. Luke Shaw's been out for a while with a hamstring injury, as is Mason Mount. Also, as Arsenal come forward, it's headed away. Also, Atair Bayindir and Tom Heaton are out, and Patrick Dorgu is banned after his red card against Ipswich Town in their last Premier League game. There are two former Arsenal youth products on the bench for Manchester United. Chido Obi, the striker that's made a couple of substitute appearances this season. He joined in September. The young 17-year-old, and Aidan Heaven, who's just 18 years old, another player that was part of the Arsenal academy system. So it's Mikel Merino, sends it out to the young 17-year-old Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri receives it from Merino. Good feet in the box by Nwaneri, which is dealt well with by Lenny Yoro. Thomas Partey will dink it out to this right side. Martin Ødegaard will turn back inside. Gives it to Gabriel. It's William Saliba with the ball. It's Partey. Back out to Saliba. Gabriel on the halfway line. Trossard to Martin Ødegaard. Arsenal with the majority of the ball so far, but they haven't really done anything with it so far. You can't say they deserve to be in front. They have not been so Arsenal come forward. It's a forward ball. Ethan Nwaneri. Send it back to Martin Ødegaard. It's a good forward ball, flicked away by Rice. Rice receives the ball from Ricardo Calafori, and then Rice just tries to play an inside ball to Leandro Trossard, but it's too heavy. He apologised to him, holds his hand in the air, and Mikel Arteta just showing a bit of frustration down at the edge of his dugout, arms crossed. He will certainly be frustrated. They've had plenty of the ball, but it's not been an inspired performance from his side so far. They haven't been intricate when playing through the thirds. So it's a long ball that goes forward. It's won by an Arsenal player, but the Lip will just send it forward. Thomas Partey nearly loses the ball to Xerxes, but is able to find Gabriel. It's Declan Rice to Ricardo Calafori. It's certainly not a classic this game. It's Partey switched out. It's a lovely touch by Jurrien Timber. Timber will play an inside ball to Thomas Partey. It's Calafori. Manchester United just sat off in their shape again. Well organised United side. It's Gabriel. Forward ball to Trossard. It sends it back to William Saliba. Gives it to Ethan Nwaneri, but he was in an offside position. So we've got 5 minutes left of the first half. Just not much inspiration from an Arsenal point of view at the moment. Manchester United and Ruben Amorim, I'm pretty sure, will be relatively pleased with the way they're playing so far. I think they would snap their hands off for a 0-0 draw against Arsenal, the current way they are playing. As Merino comes forward. Yoro thought about the foul. The referee does play the advantage. Merino will play a forward ball. Merino asks why the advantage hasn't been pulled back, but the referee says, no, you've had it, let's carry on. to Victor Lindelof. Short pass to Matthias de Ligt. De Ligt, a man that joined for 37 million from Bayern Munich this summer. He's been a key player this season for the majority of their Premier League games. 21 starts, this is his 22nd. He's scored 2 goals in that time as well, has the 25-year-old. He's played for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Of course, was with Ajax before joining Juventus in Italy, before making the move across to Germany with Bayern Munich, and now playing for Manchester United in the Premier League is the Dutch international defender. Martin Odegaard to Thomas Partey. Odegaard just not able to find any space in between the Manchester United defence and midfield. Does give it to Declan Rice. Ricardo Calafiori is going to look to cross it in. Lindelof's just able to stab the ball away. Xerxes is caught in the air by Thomas Partey, and Xerxes down, just holding his face at the moment. The referee explaining why he's given the free kick. Thomas Partey's not sure that it should be a foul, but yeah, correct decision by Anthony Taylor. Just catches the player in the face. Will be looked at by VAR, but I don't think they will see fit for violent conduct. So one member of the medic team is on. With Joshua Xerxes just showing a bit of discomfort down there. The substitute bench today is Miles Lewis-Skelly, another youngster who's made 8 starts this year in the Premier League. The young 18-year-old who naturally is a midfielder, but he's been playing at full-back for Arsenal. He was an early sacrifice in their pummelling of PSV Eindhoven. Well, that was down to a red card risk as opposed to an injury. Mikel Merino leading the line with Ethan Nwaneri and Leandro Trossard. Trossard, who is looking to become just the 3rd Arsenal player after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Emmanuel Adebayor, just scoring back-to-back Premier League games at Old Trafford. They have plenty of options off the bench. From an attacking point of view, Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Martinelli, as the camera pans to look at them. Wonder what they think about defensive midfielders starting over them. Of course, he made a fantastic impact where he got a brace in an earlier game this season for Arsenal. Man United, their FA Cup title defence was in tatters last weekend as they lost to Fulham, and it was their own former gunner, Bernd Leno, who saved a couple of penalties, meaning that Man United's final shot at redeeming a woeful campaign lies in the Europa League. And did alright during midweek. They recorded a 1-1 draw with Real Sociedad in Thursday's last 16 first leg, which at least puts Amorim's men in an advantageous position for next week's return fixture. They have only won 2 of their last 7 in all competitions, and neither of those victories over Ipswich Town or Leicester City was particularly convincing by any stretch. So we are back in play with the goalkeeper in all green, Andre Onana. Sends it forward, won in the air by Ricardo Calafiori. Alejandro Garnacho will pick it up. Potential opportunity to run at the Arsenal defence, and then he's just tripped as he was looking to enter the box, and we get our first yellow card of the game. And it's Leandro Trossard who has gone into Anthony Taylor's book, and it was Calafiori who just gave the ball away, and then Trossard just had to make the foul on Gabriel Martinelli as he was surging forward. We are going to get an additional 4 added minutes at the end of this first half here, and the first player in the referee's book is Leandro Trossard. This could be the best opportunity of the game. It's a free kick from about 25 yards out from goal. It's going to be left for the captain, Bruno Fernandes. We certainly know of his quality from dead ball situations. He scored a magnificent goal against Everton just a couple of weeks ago, which started their comeback from 2 goals down. So it will be the captain, Bruno Fernandes, who stands over it. It's a big 6-man wall assembled by the Gunners. Old Trafford wait in anticipation as their leader, their skipper, their captain stands up to take this free kick. Bruno Fernandes steps up. It's an excellent shot. And the Portuguese captain, who has saved Manchester United on so many occasions, has come up with a magical moment here at Old Trafford. And with Manchester United's first shot on target in the game, it's a masterful strike into the far corner. And Ruben Amorim side, against the run of play, lead here. It's Manchester United 1, it's Arsenal 0, and they've got Bruno Fernandes to thank. And it's a magnificent strike by the Portuguese midfielder, who has been their saviour on so many occasions, and that is one hell of a free kick. And they just didn't look like scoring in this game, but that is exactly what they needed. They've been solid and resolute throughout, but they have not posed an attacking threat at all. But all they needed was a dead ball situation from 25 yards out, and Bruno Fernandes has put Manchester United in the lead here. So we are about to get back underway. 48 minutes on the clock. You expect a little bit more of additional time to be played out. Manchester United they weren't even getting in Arsenal's half. I wasn't sure they'd even had a touch in the box, but it was a silly moment by Calafiori giving it away, and then Trossard had to make the foul. And it's a wonderful strike by Bruno Fernandes to give Manchester United the lead in this game. Declan Rice brings it down. He gives it to Martin Ødegaard, but good defending by Lenny Yoro. It's just the second shot of the game for Manchester United. In contrast, Arsenal have had 6. 1 on target for United, 2 on target for Arsenal. We've had 68% possession of the ball. It's Gabriel to Saliba. Comes out to his right side with Ethan Nwaneri. Nwaneri looks to cross it in, deflects off Diego Dallo. And it'll go out for a throw, or a corner, shall I say.